lady, Ms. Camille Cote.
What's going on, shucks? Fucking shucks, everybody. Like the song. You know what I'm saying, right? How are y'all doing? Who's filming this? You are. I saw a ginger in the front. Is he still there? What's up? Not real. Cool, there's a fan right here too. I like to figure out where everything is when I come to these big shows. Thanks for coming. Alright, let's fucking do this, right? Enough of this bullshit. Guys, females in the audience, and guys if you want, this isn't really a joke. Welcome everybody in the back. Let's all welcome them first of all. Give it up for these people in the back. They fucking made it out to a show, walked down a flight of stairs, and here they are with you. Ladies, have you ever given your number to a guy and then just immediately regretted it after? Yeah? Okay, well, maybe you can get on board with this. I was at a bar a couple of nights ago on the weekend, and I gave my number to this guy, and I'm terrible with men, like I'm scared of men, so I was like, oh man, this is maybe this guy will be like the changing guy, and I won't be like scared of men anymore. So I gave him a chance, right? And we talked for like 5 minutes. I gave him my number, and then he started texting me the next day. And like these are like the most fucked up messages after only like a 5-minute conversation. And I kind of want to share them with you if you're okay with that. Yeah? All right, you guys are the best. Okay, so keep in mind, we only talked for 5 minutes, okay? Text message number 1. Your skin is too soft. I can't come in contact with you. Like a werewolf with a full moon, I lose control of myself when it comes to certain fragrances and soft things. Well, more like a cat on catnip. It's not sexual, don't get me wrong. I just want to like rub up against you. Now you know. Okay, so I'm gonna stop. What? So I don't reply because I'm not psychotic like this fuckface. But don't worry, I got another message from him 2 minutes later. Here it is, text number 2. If you get the chance, can we talk later? I just prefer talking over texting, especially when it's people I enjoy talking to, you know? I'd like to get to know you better. Maybe you could get to know me better too, but I don't want to force anything either. Natural is cool. Especially when people are true to themselves and to their hearts regardlessly. It's not even a word, right, Ginge? So what's he fucking doing? Not spelling right, that's for sure. Then he says this, I try to be true to my heart. So at this point I'm like, maybe I should get a restraining order. This guy obviously has a few loose screws in his head and he's a little fucked up. But I got another message right away. Here it is, text number 3. Dude, that's always good. to get a dude when you're not a dude. He says this, dude, I was totally picking up on something like emotional radio signals coming in. What? What are those? He was feeling them, I wasn't. And he says, I was thinking of you. So maybe I was feeling what you were feeling. It happens with me sometimes. What were you just doing if you don't mind me asking? I think we all know what was going on here, right? This guy was clearly jerking off and wanted to make sure that I was jerking off to make sure that it wouldn't be awkward, so he wanted to text me to make sure that's what was going on. But I wasn't, obviously, because I'm a virgin, like this guy said. But I was actually, that was a joke. Come on, guys. But I wanted to tell him the truth, right? I don't like to lead guys on. So I just said the truth. I said I was eating a bagel. So I was. And he said this. Probably wasn't you then. I hate when this happens to me and I don't know who it's coming from. So frustrating. Gah. Don't ever say that word, okay, Ginge? Don't ever say gah. Good. We're on the same page. Then he said this. Unless. Was there something before the bagel? Don't be afraid. It felt like love or maybe pleasure or satisfaction and a bit of an adrenaline rush and disorientatedness. Once again, not even a word. This guy needs to go to Kumon. Then this is his big ender. He says this, Dago, is that good? So, we're dating now. Do you guys take the TTC? Yeah, alright, that's good. I have a Metro Pass. You guys have those things? Those are fucking cool. We're doing good in life. Woo! So I have a Metro Pass, and I always swipe through the handicap turnstile with a little door because it's fun to like walk through. And it always works every single time. Like sometimes I'll swipe through the regular one and it won't work, and I'm like, fuck, this is awkward, and I have to like re-swipe. But I feel like it should be the other way around. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the handicap one shouldn't work, because like I think we can all get on board. Like people in wheelchairs, they're probably already used to things not going their way. Do you got anyone in the audience have divorced parents? Yeah, not fun, right? It's fucking bullshit. My parents divorced 4 years ago, and like I'm still talking about it now, so fucking cool, right? I'm just milking it for all the material because there's nothing else going on in my life. I just might as well talk about my parents' divorce, right? This guy's nodding like, yep, doing the right thing, Camille. But I remember when I was a kid, and I watched them, because you know you're a kid, and like all you know is like your parents, right? Like they have all the answers to everything. So I remember like watching them as a couple, and I thought they were like normal, like a normal couple. Like they showed no affection at all, and I was like, oh, that's how it's supposed to be. Like when you're a couple, when you're parents and you like, you know, you love each other, you show no affection at all. That's how it's supposed to be. Cool. So I remember going to like my friend's house when I was really young, and I saw her parents kiss, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck, Riley? Why is your mom kissing your dad? That's fucking weird. My parents don't do that. What? Your mom puts out? My mom doesn't do that. I'm pretty sure she does. And I don't know what it means, but I know she doesn't. You're what? You're saying that your dad your mom is not a sociopath? Mine is. I fucked that bit up. I got it a little too much in my head. But my mom's a sociopath, is what I'm trying to say. But I remember, like, just before they divorced, the defining moment of when I knew that they were fucked, like they should not be together. My dad was away and my mom was at home, and me and my older brother were having like a poker game with his friends, and my mom decides to come down and just get hammered, and she's like, here boys, I got some margaritas for you, fucking drink up, I'm the cool cougar mom. And they were like, Mrs. Cote, we gotta drive and we're underage, and she's like, fuck it, DUI, it's not a big deal, I'm probably gonna get one. She did. It's true facts. But it was weird because like we're just like trying to play poker, right? And I don't know if my mom didn't know how to play poker, because like while we're just like trying to raise and like fold and stuff like that, she was playing with my brother's friend's belt buckle underneath the table. What? Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? So I folded it. I was like, Mom, you win. I don't know what game we were playing, but you win. So I'm out, and I ante up or whatever you say in poker, Texas Hold'em. So my dad comes home, and I go with my dad. I'm like, Dad, you might want to put your wife to bed. She's playing with Steve, like underneath the table, and it's weird, and I feel awkward. And he wasn't that concerned at all, which fucked me up for years, because I was like, if I'm a husband and I'm watching my wife hit on a 17-year-old boy, and the first thing that comes to my head is, I don't want to be a cockblock. Maybe it's time for a divorce. So, okay, I work at a hair salon. I have orange hair, so I work at a hair salon. That's what it means if you have orange hair, in my case. But you guys ever go to hair salons? Cool. Okay, good. Doesn't really matter. But I work at one, and I have the typical manager who hates everything about her life. Do you guys ever have those? where they're like just so unhappy inside from shit that they haven't dealt with from like 20 years ago. So they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna make everyone feel like shit. Which doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't make you feel better, but you think it does. Like even in the interview, I was interviewing to be a receptionist, and the manager is like, Camille, I'm gonna be upfront with you, I'm a bitch, so get used to it. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck, in the interview? You're already gonna do that? Okay. But I kept it in my head, and then she was like, yeah, it's because I'm a Taurus. And when you're a Taurus, no one gets along with you. And then she was like, and what are you, Camille? And I was like, well, I'm an Aquarius, which means nothing. It doesn't fucking mean anything. Why are you hiring people based on their horoscopes? You're retarded. But I needed a job, so I kept it in my head and I got the job. Because we all need to work, right? Fucking times are tough, you need to work. But she bullied me like every day, and it brought me back to like being bullied, and I was like, I can't quit, because that means that she wins, and I don't want to let this bitch win. So 6 months ago, she got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. 4 months ago, she passed away. That means I won, right? I know what you guys are thinking. Tauruses never lose. What the fuck happened? Maybe she was a Cancer? I don't know. You guys are with me. It's okay. I know that ooh means you're with me. I'm gonna leave soon, but I'm gonna say one more thing. If you can't already tell by my demeanor, I was bullied a lot in school. I was bullied in elementary, middle school, and high school for being flat-chested. Guys would like run up to walls and be like, oh, Camille's so flat, the walls are jealous. Which burned me in grade 8. Like, that's a big burn in grade 8. Like, wow, holy shit. Like, I'd be like running home crying to my parents because of that. And I'd be like running home, right? And then I'd look down and I'd be like, oh, my boobs aren't even bouncing. This is so much more sad. So your boobs don't bounce and you want them to. It's terrible. Just taking your drink order, it's okay. But then there was a point in my life where I was like, fuck this negative stuff. I'm gonna be positive and think about like the benefits of being flat-chested. So I'll tell you them right here. Number 1, slip and slides. Easy for me to do. Number 2, better chance I won't get breast cancer. Don't actually know if that's true. So. Number 3, I can hug people and be that much closer to their hearts. Won you back after that cancer thing, right? You guys in the audience know the saying, more than a handful is a waste. In my case, more than a handful is probably a tumor. All right, guys, that's enough about cancer, right?
Yeah, sounds like you're dying.
No, I'm not. Give it up for me, Camille Cote. Have a fun night.